Berkshire Hathaway Home Services sales executives, for our video message of the week. All right, we are still in our series talking about enhancing and protecting our business. And today's video message is entitled, Your Glass is Always Half Full. Now, no matter what series we're talking about, sometime within that series, we're going to talk about attitude, and today's the day. I have some tips for you today that ties into this concept of attitude. Okay, let's jump right in. Number one, and most important, before you can get past anything else, is you have to take ownership of your feelings. Did you ever hear someone, or maybe yourself, say, wow, that made me so upset? They really got me angry. Anytime you hear those types of comments, know this, that and they have no control over you unless you give them control. So the first step within this is you have to take ownership of your feelings and know that, you know what, nothing bothers me unless I let it bother me. Here's a litmus test for that, which proves this point, is if it was always the thing or the person, then it would affect everyone identically. And it doesn't. Some things that might upset somebody doesn't even bother somebody else, and vice versa. Well, we know it's not the thing, it's us, it's the person. So step one to be able to move forward and have a right attitude is you got to take ownership of your feelings and know that, guess what? The way I feel every day is 100% up to me. Item two, or tip two, like productivity, what I want you to do is think about this as a day-to-day event. So instead of letting something that happens bug you, okay, for a long period of time, I want you to really work on locking it down to a max of a day. You know, here's the reality. We're not robots, okay? Things are going to affect us because we choose to let them affect us. Why? Because we're human. They will affect us and we will get upset on days. But guess what? If we can lock it out and say, let's say we do have a bad day, lock it out and start that next day in a positive frame of mind. You know what? If you get really good at this, you can lock it out in an hour or lock it out in a few minutes. All right? You will have those things that we choose to let ourselves get upset about. But if it happens, now the next goal is how do we minimize the time that affects us? But max, I would love that time to be a day. And then you wake up that next day to say, you know what? Yesterday I was frustrated. Today I'm going to feel good and I'm going to have a great positive day. See, here's the kicker on all this, to sum it up, is, you know, a positive attitude brings positive things in our life. Let me give you this stat. More good things will happen to you when you have a greater and more consistent positive and optimistic attitude. It just is. You know what? You don't really even have to understand it. It will happen. See, here's the little secret sauce within that message, is you don't see all the time the positive effect that your positive attitude and your consistent optimistic thought process is having around you. And sometimes a piece of business comes in, or someone you interact with, or a referral comes in because guess what? I don't know, you just connected with someone in such a positive manner like you always do, and it finally paid off in a referral. See, sometimes we don't feel what that positive and optimistic attitude can do for us. I promise you, it helps. So, message today, glass is always half full. Why? Because that's the way we see it. We want to see the glass half full, then all we have to do is choose to see the glass half full, and it will enhance and ultimately protect us personally as well as our business. Have a great week, everybody, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.